How is it going, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install probably one of the best bang for your buck lighting modifications for the GR86 and BRZ. And actually, this will work on the first gen FRS and BRZ as well. If you own one of these cars, you already know that an aftermarket fourth brake light is a super popular modification, and there are a bunch of different options out there, like the Renegade fourth brake light that we just released on the Driven Media website. However, if you're like me and you prefer more of a simplistic and OEM plus look and you don't want to shell out $200+ on a fourth brake light, then I have got just the thing for you. So from the factory, these cars come with a really standard fourth brake light assembly that sits in the bottom portion of the rear bumper. You have the reverse lights on the outer sides, and then in the center, there is a red reflector. But in the US, there's not actually a bulb behind that reflector. However, overseas in countries like Japan, this center section is a functioning rear fog light. But of course, here in the States, we don't get the cool function. So what I've done is created a JDM style fourth brake light kit that includes everything you need to add a fourth brake light function to your OEM reverse light assembly. So when you turn your headlights on, this bulb is going to light up in the dim setting, and then when you step on your brake pedal, it's going to light up brighter just like your taillights would. It even includes a hole saw, so you can drill a hole into your assembly to install the light, and it has a built-in seal, so once you have this installed, no water can get in. We've also opted to include Positaps in each kit instead of the usual cheap vampire clamps you see in a lot of other lighting kits that is sometimes difficult and finicky to use, and sometimes they just outright don't even work or may damage the wires that you're clamping onto. These Positaps, on the other hand, are a lot easier to use and they work very well. So let me show you guys how easy this is to install, and then we can see how it looks on the car. We're gonna start by removing the reverse light assembly. Now, if you happen to have a rear diffuser on your car that prohibits access to the underside of your bumper, you're gonna wanna go ahead and remove that like I've done. You're gonna see 3 of these pop clips that are holding this plastic cover in place. Go ahead and remove those, and then we can pull the cover off. To pull this cover off, I'm gonna grab it from the underside. That's gonna open up a slight gap right here, so I'll grab it in this corner and pull it straight back to release the tabs all the way around. That's gonna reveal the 2 10mm bolts that's holding the assembly in place. So we'll unscrew those. Now we can carefully pull the reverse light assembly out of this opening, keeping in mind there is still a connection back here that we need to disconnect for the reverse lights. But this connection seems to be one of the more stubborn ones, so what I like to do is take a flathead screwdriver and actually unclip it from the assembly to give you a little bit more room to work with. So you can see, well, you can't see right now, but there's the tabs facing the rear of the car that you can depress with the flathead screwdriver to release it. There we go. And now, I can never do this with just my fingers, so I'm gonna use the flathead screwdriver to depress the connector, and hopefully it'll slide out. There we go. Now that this is removed from the car, we can take the included hole saw, install it into a drill, and that's gonna allow us to drill a hole into the underside where we install the light. We're gonna be drilling the hole in this circle right here. If you look carefully, you probably can't see it on the camera, but there is an N on the underside here, and I'm gonna use that as a reference for the center of the hole. If you're really worried about it, you can measure it out and mark the center, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use that N and eyeball it, and we should be good. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Once you have that hole drilled out, grab a vacuum to clean up all of the plastic shavings, and then we can take the fourth brake light and install it into the assembly. Now this is a really snug fit, so what I've done is taken some WD-40 and ran it around the seal just to make it a little bit easier to install. But we'll press it down in here. You may also need to take a small flathead screwdriver to help press it down. Just make sure you don't pierce the rubber. But just take your time and work your way around little by little, and it should slot into place. I'm kind of pushing it down and twisting it at the same time, and that seems to be working pretty well. I think I'm
really close, just a little bit more, and it should pop into place. All right, I've got this pressed into the groove. You can see it's sealed all the way around this circle and up against the bottom of the assembly. So that's going to ensure that no moisture gets inside. Let's head back over to the car, remove the taillight, and then we can get this wired up. We just need to remove one taillight. I recommend the one on the driver's side. So grab a plastic pry tool. We're gonna insert it into this gap and pry this panel off. That reveals these two 10mm bolts that we'll remove. And then there's also one at the very top of the taillight. With those bolts removed, we can grab the taillight and pull it straight back and off of the car. Now, if this is your first time doing this, it's probably going to take a little bit of effort to do. I would recommend putting some tape around the edges here just so you don't risk scraping up your paint. Since I've taken the taillights off so many times on this car, it's a little bit easier. With the taillight out of the way, we can drop a wire or cable down into this opening towards the bottom of the bumper. That way we can fish the wires for the fourth brake light up towards the taillight. I'm just gonna be using a long USB cable I have laying around, but you can use whatever you have available. I'm gonna route the wiring for the fourth brake light through the same hole on the driver's side that the reverse light harness comes out of. You can see that I have the USB harness down here ready to go. We'll just get these pulled through towards the back for now so that we can reinstall the reverse light assembly. All right, so those wires are through there. Make sure you plug the reverse light back in. And then we can slide this into place, tuck the wires in the back, reinstall the two 10mm bolts, and then we can pop the cover back on. Before I reinstall the cover, I wanted to mention that this is also the perfect time to upgrade your reverse light bulbs and get rid of the halogen bulbs for some LEDs that are also available on the Driven Media website. You just have to twist these counterclockwise to pop them free, pull the old halogens out, install your new bulbs, and then reinstall this back into the assembly. I'll leave the halogens in for now, but I'll show you guys a before and after of those as well. We can pop the cover back into place. I usually start at the top and work my way around. We'll reinstall these pop clips. I went ahead and taped the fourth brake light wires to the end of the USB cord with some masking tape. And now when I pull the USB cord up, the fourth brake light wires should follow. All right, let's see if this works. Probably gonna get stuck on something. Oh, hey, there we go. Taking a look on the backside of the taillight, we're gonna be tapping into 3 wires. Now keep in mind, you wanna tap into the wiring harness on the taillight and not the OEM harness because it's easier to replace your taillight than it is the main harness if for some reason something gets messed up. Now these are old posit taps that I already have installed. The ones you will receive look like this. The bigger end is gonna go onto the wire that you're wanting to tap, and the smaller end is for the fourth brake light wire. So you just unscrew this a bit, stick in the stripped wire, tighten it down, and that's gonna lock it into place. So we're gonna be using the red wire here, which is gonna go to the red wire on the fourth brake light. We've got the black wire for the ground, which is gonna go to the black wire on the fourth brake light. And then the pink wire is gonna go to the blue wire on the fourth brake light. All right, so we're doing black to black. The wires on the fourth brake light should already be stripped for you, so you just need to unscrew the posit taps a bit, stick these into place, and then tighten it back down to lock it into position. We're going red to red, same thing, and then blue to pink. So now you can see those wires are in there, not going anywhere. We'll plug the tail light back in and then reinstall the tail light. And hopefully everything works. Once you have everything put back together, you want to get underneath the car and zip tie the excess wiring out of the way. I'm going to hop inside the car and show you guys how it looks. Hopefully I don't bang this door on the lift here. Okay, so we'll start with just the brake light. So now you should see that center section of the reverse light assembly light up, and now you have a functioning fourth brake light. There it is again. So now I'll turn the headlights on. So you can see this is the dim setting. So this is how the car is going to look when you're driving around at night. And then when I step on the brake, it should light up brighter, just like your taillights do. And that's all there is to it, guys. Oh yeah, we may as well check out the reverse lights. All right, let's turn the reverse lights on. I've still got the stock halogen bulbs installed right now. Oh, I need the key. Hold on. There we go. So take a mental picture of how bright that is. I'm not gonna change any settings on the camera. I'm gonna do it all right now in one take. So turn this back off. Okay. I don't have any gloves yet here, so I'm just gonna use a paper towel. And there is the second. Let me pop the cover back on, just for the heck of it. All right, reverse lights back on. Look how much brighter those are. Get rid of those stock halogens, guys. Well, there you go, guys. It is that easy. Nothing super fancy, but like I said, it's simple and it gives you that OEM plus look that I am a huge fan of. If you're wanting to pick one up for yourself, the link is down in the description, along with the LED upgrades for your reverse light and the reverse light overlays for those of you that are wanting to go with a stealth look. My personal favorite is the dark stealth because it has a matte finish to it that blends well with the rest of the black plastic on the bumper. But you also have red, light smoke, and dark smoke to choose from as well. If you guys happen to have any questions whatsoever, leave a comment down below. I am always happy to help. And if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.